All right, I got to talk about this. I normally would wait until the end of the collab to give my overall thoughts on the event itself, but this is more just to talk about this particular unit damage ranking things because we're going to have this outside of collabs, so I'm not going to attach this to the collab itself. So because I think on the live stream I mentioned this was going to be a thing that was going to happen regularly. Now, so basically, the idea of the unit damage rankings is to use specific characters to deal as much damage as you can. Now, they do some clarification on this announcement because I wasn't sure if you were going to be locked into using very specific characters or would you be able to use like your own supports. But according to what I've read here, I'm not going to read this whole thing to you, but there's a section that basically talks about how you can use other characters, but the only damage that's going to count towards rankings are for those specific characters. So you're not stuck having to use like a bunch of physical DPS characters and have one of them like be your SCT battery, even though they're not meant for that. You can still use your own supports that could be good batteries and by to enhance the main character that's supposed to do damage. So that's kind of cool. I think they did a good job with that, I'll say. Um, and you can't use supports. Now, when it says that you can't use supports, what they mean is you can't use your friend units. I believe that's what that means. The wording is kind of bad because it makes you think, what, I can't use like Theria or I can't use like, whatever other, support character you can use. That's not what they mean when they say that. I believe they're talking about uh, you can't use your friend characters, friend units. That's what they're basically like. You can't use people on your friends list to help you. You have to use your own characters only. That's what it means, I believe, which makes sense. Just the wording is bad. That's all. Um, so yeah, basically you have total damage and you have most damage. But yeah, just understand that it's only for characters you own. Like if you have, I think if you don't have the characters, you can use I guess a staple of a character that they'll give you, but it's not going to count. I guess in terms of ranking is what it sounds like. Which okay, whatever, that's fine. Um, Basically, it incentivizes you to collect these characters so that you can have incentive to try to do well in the ranking. Even though I don't think that'll matter, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, they tell you some of the rules, like you can't insta kill, which is kind of common sense. Like it's a damage thing, not a kill thing. But but yeah, but the main thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, in all honesty, is the actual ranking rewards. Uh, I just can't take this seriously, and you'll see why when I get here. Okay, so this is the problem. Um, the rankings, the prizes that you get for the rankings are laughable. Uh, About the only incentive that I would even have if I cared enough to try to get top ranking would be for bragging rights, and that's it. But to be perfectly honest, anyone that's like really competitive would prefer to like have good rewards too. And these rewards are trash. Let's just be real. Like this is more you're getting participation rewards no matter what rank you get. 1,500 for rank one? That's not even a 10 pull. Are you serious? Like, this is garbage. And then the difference between the rewards from rank one to rank two to rank three is only 100 crystals. Like, why should any of us care to be like number one when the prizes aren't even like that much of a difference? Like, it's kind of an insult, really. Like, I just can't take this seriously. I like the idea of the damage rank, and I think that's kind of cool. Like that you use specific units to deal as much damage as you can, and the way they have it structured, I think is great. The only thing that's a total fail is the reward. These are like literally trash. Now, anytime I complain about something, I like to try to provide a solution because just complaining without providing a solution doesn't really mean anything because at the end of the day, you're not telling the devs what you really want. So I'm going to be the one to say something and actually try to come up with reasonings. or a solution, sorry. So this is what they should have done. For number one, if the only prize you're going to give are crystals, make rank one 9,000 crystals. That's three multis. Rank two, give them 6,000 crystals. That's two multis. Rank three, give them 3,000 crystals. That's enough for a 10 pull, right? That would actually make it kind of worth trying to get a better rank because, hey, that's another 10 pull I can get if I can do better. And then fourth place and be like 1,500, and then you can go down from there. Like 4 through 10 should be 1,500 crystals, and then like 11 through 30 could be like 1,000, and then you can kind of go down, go down from there. But this garbage of rank one getting 1,500 and rank two getting 14 and rank three getting 13, this is stupid rewards. Like, there is literally no incentive to get high ranking. These are all participation rewards. That's all it is. Because the sad thing is, we have time trial rankings that have better rewards than this. And even the time trial rankings that we have, I think, could still be better in terms of rewards. But it's a hell of a lot better than this garbage. Like, this is just like, I don't know if they're just testing the waters to see if like people want to participate or not. I don't know, but there is no incentive to do good in this event. Zero incentive. Like, I'm going to participate just because I like participating in ranking rewards, but am I going to do my best to get top ranking with these kind of rewards? Absolutely not. Mm-mm. It ain't worth it. And I don't really care about the bragging rights, to be perfectly honest. Like, if you want me to be motivated to actually get top ranking, put a prize on here that's actually worth it. What they should have done if they were going to make these rewards that low, they should have given you extra stuff like, I don't know, God Relic prisms, or those other prisms that give you awakening, prisms that give you SC, maybe a UR dust here or there. Like, they could have given like maybe even like a 10 pull in tickets, right? Like for the collab. Like first place could have gotten, let's say, like a 10 pull on a part one and part two gotcha and a 10 pull on the redux, right? Like there are so many things you could have done to make these low prizes somewhat bearable. But this is trash, 100% trash. And I had to bring this up. Like I said, everything else on here, I think it's a W. Hey, you got to use these particular characters. No one else is going to count. We want you to focus on the character and do as much damage as you can. Like, this event is actually really cool. I like this idea of the event. However, I cannot take these rankings seriously if this is the best you can do for prizes. Like I said, I don't mind the prizes just being crystals. However, this is cheap. Like, you're being really cheap, Last Cloud. You really are. Like, you can do better than this. For a ranking event, you can let people have, some multis for actually putting in effort and showing their skills. Like, this is just, there is no incentive to even try. I know I'm kind of repeating myself over and over, but I want to emphasize how bad these rewards are. Like I said, the event itself, this idea of the damage ranking is great, but you got to do something about the prizes. This is just insulting to anyone that's actually competitive. Like, why even try? All right, I'm done complaining. Have a good day.